Hello! And welcome my friend to Philosophy Show. I give you this daily dose of philosophy and mental improvement. I want to tell you one of my favorite stories. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst lush green mountains, there lived a young and ambitious student named Hiroshi. Hiroshi was renowned for his intelligence and thirst for knowledge. He had read countless books, memorized numerous sutras, and studied under the guidance of esteemed masters in various disciplines. Despite his academic achievements, Hiroshi felt a void within him, a sense of restlessness that could not be appeased by his vast knowledge. One day, Hiroshi heard about a wise old Zen master who resided in a secluded monastery atop a nearby mountain. The Zen master was known for his profound wisdom and ability to impart enlightenment to those who sought it. Intrigued by the tales of the master's teachings, Hiroshi decided to embark on a journey to meet him. After a long and arduous climb, Hiroshi reached the mountaintop and entered the monastery. He was greeted by a serene atmosphere and the faint sound of wind rustling through the trees. The Zen master, an elderly man with a gentle smile, welcomed Hiroshi and invited him to sit down. Hiroshi bowed respectfully and began to speak, eager to showcase his vast knowledge. He recited passages from ancient texts, shared his insights on complex philosophical questions, and eagerly awaited the master's response. However, the Zen master remained silent, listening attentively without uttering a single word. Days turned into weeks, and Hiroshi continued his efforts to impress the Zen master with his intellect. Yet, no matter how much he spoke or demonstrated his knowledge, the master remained silent. Frustration began to creep into Hiroshi's heart. He couldn't comprehend why the master refused to engage in intellectual discourse or acknowledge his wisdom. One evening, Hiroshi, exhausted and disheartened, approached the Zen master and said, "Master, I have come seeking enlightenment. Yet you have not uttered a single word in response to my knowledge. Why won't you teach me?" The Zen master looked at Hiroshi with a compassionate gaze and replied, "My dear student, your cup is full. It overflows with knowledge, but there is no space for anything else. How can I fill a cup that is already brimming? Empty your cup, and then true wisdom will have room to enter." Hiroshi was taken aback by the master's words. He realized that his pursuit of knowledge had made him arrogant and closed-minded. He had become so consumed by accumulating facts and theories that he had forgotten the essence of true learning, humility and openness. Reflecting upon the master's advice, Hiroshi decided to let go of his intellectual pride. He emptied his cup, releasing all preconceived notions and assumptions. With a newfound sense of humility, he returned to the master, ready to learn from a place of openness and receptivity. This time, the Zen master spoke. He shared simple yet profound stories, engaged Hiroshi in silent meditation, and encouraged him to observe the world around him with childlike wonder. Hiroshi listened with a quiet mind, absorbing the wisdom that could not be found in books or intellectual debates. The power of stillness, and the interconnectedness of all things. The empty cup became a vessel for enlightenment, as Hiroshi realized that true wisdom lies not in accumulation, but in the space where knowledge and humility converge. Years passed, and Hiroshi became a Zen master himself, sharing the teachings of emptiness and humility with countless seekers. He understood that the pursuit of knowledge is valuable, but it must be balanced with the readiness to unlearn and embrace the unknown. Hiroshi's journey from the empty cup to the enlightened mind became a source of inspiration for many who sought enlightenment. He taught his students to approach life with open hearts and minds, reminding them of the importance of letting go of their attachments and preconceived notions. As Hiroshi continued to share his wisdom, he emphasized the significance of humility in the pursuit of enlightenment. He would often say, "To truly understand, one must be willing to admit that they do not know everything." It is in the emptiness of the cup that we allow the universe to pour its wisdom into our souls. People from far and wide came to learn from Hiroshi, drawn by his reputation as a wise and humble master. His teachings transcended the boundaries of academia, touching the hearts of all who listened. His students, too, began to spread his message, and the village became a center for seekers of truth and enlightenment. Years later, an elderly traveler arrived in the village. The traveler, exhausted and dispirited, sought solace from the burdens of life. Hearing of the wise master, the traveler made his way to Hiroshi's humble abode. The traveler sat before Hiroshi, his face etched with despair. He poured out his worries, his fears, and his longing for meaning. Hiroshi listened with compassion, his eyes filled with understanding. When the traveler finished, there was a silence that enveloped them. Then, Hiroshi smiled and said, "My friend, your cup is heavy, burdened with the weight of the past and the worries of the future. But fear not, for in this moment, let us empty that cup together. Let us release the expectations and judgments that bind you. In emptiness, there is space for peace and clarity to enter." The traveler, touched by Hiroshi's words, felt a wave of relief wash over him. He began to let go of his attachments and surrender to the present moment. As the days turned into weeks, Hiroshi guided the traveler on a path of self-discovery and transformation. With time, the traveler's perspective shifted, and he realized that true wisdom was not found in the accumulation of knowledge or the desire for control. It lay in embracing the beauty of impermanence, in appreciating the interconnectedness of all beings, and in finding peace within oneself. In the years that followed, the traveler, now a transformed soul, journeyed far and wide, sharing the story of the empty cup and the teachings of Hiroshi. He became a beacon of hope for those lost in the complexities of life, guiding them towards a path of humility and enlightenment. And so, the wisdom of the empty cup continued to spread throughout the world, touching the hearts of countless seekers. The story of Hiroshi and the traveler became a testament to the power of humility, reminding humanity that true enlightenment can only be attained when the cup of knowledge is emptied, and the heart is opened to the vastness of existence. This is the end of this story. But a new story is just beginning for you, the story of your own journey. Now, empty your cup, clear your mind, so that you may be filled with new knowledge. The same as the story of the empty cup has given contribution to helping me learn and grow, let this story of philosophy improve your mind, too. See you again soon, my friend. Live with purpose and love. Before I leave you to ponder alone, my fellow traveler, please remember this: your most essential fight is the fight to keep your mind free. Stay curious, stay enlightened,